March 28th, 2025. I'm Paul Lavoie, and we got two special guests in the studio. Yes, he is back. James Jarman.
Hey, how we doing?
Director of Communications for Mohave Community College. And, boy, we got a full agenda today.
Man, I tell you, it is busy.
I forgot to grab it off the printer. Hopefully, Marissa June is listening, and she can grab the MCC schedule that I printed. I believe I printed it anyway. If I didn't, I'll just bring it up on the screen here. But, yeah, you brought a special guest with you.
That's right, yeah. And talking about timing and events going on, we have the big barbecue event going on at the Havasu campus. And so we have our communications coordinator for the Mohave Community College Foundation here. Samantha is joining us, and she can talk a little bit more about the barbecue event, and she can give us the lowdown on the foundation and what she'll be doing at the foundation. She is just on board, just through the onboarding process at the college. So we're going to throw her into the fire now and ask her what's going on over there.
Nice.
What are we doing at the foundation? What's it all about?
Talk about the barbecue and throw her into the fire.
That's
it's
it.
Macintosh, right?
Yes.
Samantha Macintosh.
Just like the old Steve Jobs, the original Apple Macintosh.
See, that's what she said.
Yeah.
And the first, I worked on the Mac II, the Apple II.
The Apple
back
II,
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you. You are so good to me. All right. Marissa June comes through. Again, before we get to all of that, I got some housekeeping items to do. We do that here. We grab a dustpan and a broom, and, well, sometimes. But starting Monday, this is going to bring in, I believe, listeners that are like Samantha's age. The Charlie Kirk Show.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, starting Monday. He'll be right in the hour where Dennis Prager is. And
he's from Arizona, right?
Yes.
Based in Arizona.
I heard he was running for governor, somebody told me.
No, I hadn't heard about
Which
that.
I thought was really strange that I hadn't heard that. There's a lot of governor news going on right now with Karen Taylor Robeson supposedly being a registered lobbyist, and they're trying to get a bill through the Arizona House and Senate right now that would disallow her from running, and it's politics deluxe Republican Party style, right? The infighting goes on.
Yeah,
I always say that.
There's no if you're a journalist, there is no lacking story ideas now. I mean, but
the Democrats would
right
never do this to themselves, right?
Right.
You've got two capable candidates, but we got to eliminate that one. So yeah, right. So very interesting. I always say the Republicans never miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity, right? So anyway, the Charlie Kirk Show starting up on Monday at 9 a.m. We're pretty excited here about that. So you got the University of Arizona eliminated last night from the NCAA tournament. Pretty good game. But the Wildcats, I mean, you're playing probably the best team in the country.
Yeah, and what was it? It's with the rule changes now. I think it's. I was just watching something the other day on ESPN. They were talking about it's going to be even more difficult for the smaller colleges that typically make it, like Gonzaga up in Washington.
Yeah.
They'll make it in, but now they can recruit players. So if they see a good player at one of the smaller colleges, the large colleges have enough money to come in and enough power and influence to come in, and they can just recruit them right away.
Talk about unintended consequences.
So when they talk about so when you're filling out your bracket now, if you follow if you take number one from each region, you got a shot at win it all. But then it's just going to spread it out because everybody's going to do that.
So really interesting side note here. As of last Sunday or Saturday, Drake was still in it, right? Drake University from Iowa.
Yeah.
Well, Drake's been eliminated, but Russ Mascari, who is the past commandant from the Marine Corps League 757, that's his grandson, is the Mascari kid who shoots the lights out. Kid shot like 44% in three-pointers this season.
Nice.
So, yeah, but that was an interesting side note last week when listening to those games on KNTR Sports. The schedule is up on the website, kntrsports.com. We'll have more today starting at 3 with the NCAA tournament today, and then 4 o'clock is the start of the 4 games with Ole Miss, Michigan State, Kentucky, Tennessee, Michigan and Auburn, and Purdue against Houston. So there you have it. Yeah, that's all going to be all weekend long, and we'll have the Elite 8 tomorrow and Sunday. So all set to go on that. Now we can talk about, what is it? Q's and Blues?
Q's and
Brews.
Q's and Brews.
But right now, what we have going on, this is what I was saying earlier, it's busy. This is the busy time of year. If you're in Kingman, they have the career fair at the MCC Beale Street Center, and that's right across from the Grand Canyon Brewery, right across the Beale Street from Grand Canyon Brewery. You'll see the Beale Street Center. Walk over there. They have the career fair, and so if you're looking for a job, if you want to meet employers, they're going to have mock interviews. They'll do resume reviews. This is all going on until 2, and they have food trucks out there too. So if you're in Kingman or in the Kingman area, or you're heading that way, swing by the Beale Street Center, the MCC Beale Street Center, right across from Grand Canyon Brewery. Head on in there for the Your Future Starts Here career fair.
Yeah, but don't do it until we finish the show.
Yeah, well, keep your streaming device going when you walk in and turn it up so they hear it. Yeah.
Take your phone and go to kntrtalk.com. Up in the top left corner it says Listen Live. Boom, right there.
Yeah, there we are.
You're good to go. You can get directions from James and I. But Samantha Macintosh wanted to talk about this Q's and Brews.
Yeah.
I was wondering, that's a great title, by the way.
Yeah, I like it. It rolls off the tongue if you can remember it.
Right. So tell us about the event.
So it's going to be barbecue pitmasters from all over the nation, I guess. They're going to come, they're going to barbecue, they're going to start smoking up their different flavors, their different styles, and it's a free admission. So and it's open to everyone. Everyone could go. They're going to have fresh brews, and all the proceeds that they get from other things that they're selling, is going to go to the college scholarships for local students. So it's not like when you go to Taco Bell and you give money to education, you don't know where it goes. Well, here you actually see the results because it's going to be directly coming into your community and helping the people here.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I do the app. I do all the food apps. I like when I pick up food, I drive through, I go. The person in front of me is there for 3 minutes at the speaker. I know they didn't do what I did, right?
Yeah.
I just know because all you have to do is say, pick up order for Paul. Okay, drive forward. Yeah. Boom. The line moves, right? So anyway, at Taco Bell, let's say your order's like $8.05. They want you to donate like 95 cents to their foundation.
Yeah.
And you don't know where it really
Where the heck
does
that go?
You don't see the results of that.
Right.
Whereas this, you're going to go have fun. You're going to eat barbecue, who doesn't like barbecue. And then the money actually goes to helping students here and helping students all of this whole county and, building the community where the fields that they're going to move into is going to be directly reflected here where you live. So
barbecue,
it's really important.
If there's what is it called in food? A genre? I don't know what it's called. Entree or what? Barbecue could be the official entree of Radio Central.
I know, right?
Seriously, especially with the country station and the sports station.
Yeah, you probably have to change the name though to Brews and Q's.
I know, right?
So
KBRQ. I like that.
And we're going to have also raffle tickets. They're going to have food trucks. There's going to be basket auctions, and like I said, everything's going to be fun.
And it's nationally sanctioned, right?
Yeah, nationally sanctioned.
I think they qualify if whoever wins this one qualifies for the next level of competition in barbecuing because it's the Kentucky it's sanctioned by, I forget which one it's sanctioned by, but it's one of the big national groups that host these barbecues nationwide. Yeah, so it's a pretty big deal.
It's probably Kansas City, something out of Kansas City barbecue.
That's it. Yeah, and they're the ones that are backing this one, and it's right there on the Havasu campus. I just drove by there, and they've got it all. They're getting it all set up.
Yes,
the one thing that you want to do is
get there
pay
early.
attention.
Yeah, because parking is limited.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're going to have a shuttle. They're going to have shuttles. So if you do have to park a little bit ways, you could catch a shuttle. But I mean, it'd be better just to have parking right there. Walk up, get there early, don't miss anything.
Yeah, I think
and it's from 10 to 5.
Right? Yeah, 10 to 5, and I think they're partnering with the Havasu School District. So I think you catch the shuttle up by the school district offices, and then they'll bus you down. So they're expecting about 3,000 people though, and then parking where if you're a local, you'll like it because you want to drive behind the college through the neighborhood over there and come in that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parking in the back,
Yes.
so that's a good place to park
And
there.
if you can't get there early, at least get there by 11 because that's when the crosscut comes, and you don't want to miss all the different flavors.
Yes,
meats, so.
exactly.
I thought you were talking about a band.
I don't know.
Crosscut, right?
No, that's my garage band.
You guys generated a phone call here. Let's see who's on the line. Caller, you're live on Speak Out.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm never.
Are you there?
I'm going to show up.
Yeah, if you have your radio on, turn it down, please. You have your radio on?
Yeah, how many teams?
Okay, hang on.
Barbecue teams? I'm not sure. Do you know how many teams?
I want to say there was 10, but I know there was a few that maybe couldn't make it last minute, so I have to double check.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it was the Kansas City Barbecue Association. They have an organizer who has reached out to all of the folks that are typically registered. Right. So most of it's going to be pretty heated competition with great food. That's what it is. It's really more for the consumer. Great food, because these are not just your backyard barbecues, but these are really professional barbecuers that are out there who compete at the national level.
I'm getting a really weird feedback off of your phone. I don't know how it's hooked up. It's very strange. Are you hearing the same thing?
Yeah, no, my wife just turned the radio off.
Ah, very good. There you are. Okay.
So anyway, how many teams you got? You're sanctioned by KCBS.
She said
KCBS
10, right?
I know there's at least that. There probably is more than that, honestly, because I know last minute there was a question about how many were coming, but I know there's at least 10.
Are you a big barbecue fan, caller?
I'm Master Judge.
Oh,
hey, all right.
Master Judge. What does that entail?
The winner of this gets to go to the Royal, which is in Kansas City.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
And if you win state, you get to go to Lynchburg.
Oh, wow.
Lynchburg is the home of, quick,
the Lynchburg Lemonade? What?
That would be Jack Daniels.
Yeah, right.
That's part of the brews side, is
it? Right.
So how do you what do you do? How do you become a judge for these?
You have to go to class.
Oh, really?
I want to get in that class.
They teach you how to judge.
Do we offer that
ways
class
to
at
judge
NCC?
barbecue.
We should.
Yeah.
Enroll.
Wow, there's so many questions to go with that, but I've got to get to the interview here.
Yeah, we were just looking at if you do have questions about the event, you can contact Linda, and it's with Christopherson Consulting. She's the organizer.
Right.
Her phone number on the flyer is 541-530-9577.
You can also email.
Yeah.
And you can email her at qsbrews25@gmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah, the teams are starting to show up now.
Oh, are they? Oh, yeah.
There's some teams over here.
I drove by and they were getting it looked like it was getting pretty crowded about 15, 20 minutes ago. So yeah.
Sir, did you fly in from out of state?
No, we live here.
Oh, okay, very good.
Awesome.
We've been all over the United States judging.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Okay.
So it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Right. Well,
so show up and check it out. Maybe you might want to be a judge.
Yeah.
Right.
No kidding.
Talk to you. Okay.
We're happy for the phone call. Thank you so much.
Thanks, yeah.
How much does it cost people to go?
There's a tier, or to go it's free. The
What?
admission's free. Yeah.
This isn't a fundraiser?
You pay, I think, for the cuts, right?
I think so. Yeah. So whatever they make
the
off of that.
But I think it's really reasonable. It's not going to break your pocket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and it's
and then they have the raffles and the baskets and all that good stuff to raise money as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the sponsors, I think KNTR is a big sponsor of this one too.
Yes,
so we got KNTR, and then we have locally we have Chagru's, and let's see, Kansas City Barbecue Society, Grapes and Grains, Copper Still Distillery, Stubby's Red Wagon,
Wolfie's Food Truck as well.
Wolfie's Food Truck. And if you go to the and Lake Havasu, Patio Paradise, Foothills Bank. So and if you go to the foundation website, you can find more information there, just under news and events.
Have you met Sean Buckley yet from Go Lake Havasu?
No, not yet.
The CEO.
Oh, okay.
He's one of those guys. He's like a Joey Chestnut, right? The guy who wins the hot dog eating contest. He's like lean and mean. He'd sneak up on you at a barbecue event. You could tell he could put some barbecue away.
He's a lean, mean barbecue.
Plus, he's from Wyoming, so I know he could put some barbecue away. Yeah. Sean, if you're listening, he's probably laughing right now, but no, it's true. A guy like that, a guy like me, I'm just going to get stuffed on bread or whatever, right? I'm kind of dumb that way, but no, these guys, they put the protein away and. Yeah, that's how it works.
Awesome. Well, this looks like it's going to be a really great event.
And I don't want to stress, it's a family event. It's open for families to go. I'm going to go with my family.
How much planning have you guys put into this?
It's been going on for months and months since last year. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really it's with the Barbecue Society and with Linda, with Christofferson Consulting, the foundation connected with them, and they've really run with it and got this thing all going, and so it should be a big event. I think, I mentioned earlier, they're looking at about 2,000 to 3,000 visitors there.
Oh, wow.
And that's minimum. Like, they could get possibly even more than that, so definitely get there early for parking.
Okay. Tell us how you got to MCC. You told me you'd been on the job since, what, February
18th.
18th?
Yes.
So how did you, what was your path to here, right? And you're from Southern California.
Yes. Well, I was technically born in Kingman, but then, my family's from California, Southern California. I went to school out there in Northridge, and I graduated from there. I got a job right out of college, and then once I was able to move, I was like, I want to get out of California. So I moved over here.
I would say that in my interview here, and okay, you're hired.
Exactly. So as soon as I had the opportunity, I moved over here, and I didn't get a job right away. I wasn't necessarily even looking right away. I was just doing, my own thing on the side, creating designs and such for local businesses and people that needed business cards to network, and so I'll just get my money that way, and I was a stay-at-home mom doing that, so that was really cool.
But you're communications director.
Yes.
Right? But your major was not in communications.
My major was in marketing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's close.
Yeah.
That's close. I thought she said business.
Business marketing.
Okay.
Business, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Communications and marketing, but hand in hand right there.
Yeah, we actually would fight each other at school because we're like, you don't deserve the degree. No, I was kidding.
Right on. All right, that's Samantha Macintosh. Again, she is the MCC Foundation Communications Director.
And Alumni Affairs.
And Alumni Affairs.
Yeah, for both.
Hey, you guys in your titles, man.
I know. I got 2 jobs, pretty much.
And you're
Executive Director of Communications, yeah.
I was looking for your card. That's what I was doing over here. And
yeah.
I don't know. You're going to have to throw me one again. It got lost in the pile somewhere. I've got everybody else's.
Yeah.
But anyway. And Linda Merritt I saw in there, too.
Oh, yeah. Where is she now? I check in with her.
I don't know.
She used to be the foundation director.
I was going to say.
Maybe she'll be down at the barbecue. She's from Havasu.
Maybe.
She might just drop in there. Yeah.
I see her name all the time on Words with Friends, so I should probably check in with her there, right? Words are my business. All right, that's James Jarman, and we'll be back with more. It's the MCC Bighorn Blast podcast.
Yeah, that's it.
And we'll check in with the Bighorn Blast newscast and the lowdown right now. I know we buried the lead today, right? Dr. K is leaving, the second most famous person to be on Speak Out. We're going to miss you, Stacey.
He's only heading up the highway a bit. Heading to Vegas. But yeah.
He's going where one of my alumni is, which is Michael Green, who is the state historian or city historian for Las Vegas and Nevada. You see him on PBS all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever it's a Vegas story or atomic related or mafia related, there's this guy Michael Green. He kind of talks like this, and we went to high school. We went to second grade together.
Oh, wow.
Goes way back. Yeah, he was the guy that always set the bar way up here.
Oh, yeah.
Messed up the curve. That's Michael. All right, back with more in a moment.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm playing the 80s right now, and Samantha's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I know I can play just about anything.
Good, and this is good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the first segment was so raucous, I had to kind of settle it down a little bit, you know what I mean? And I've got a gig tonight across the lake at Havasu Landing.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's a different, that's from 9 until 1 a.m. both nights, tonight and tomorrow night. So, there's Black Cat X action going on. And we're broadcasting from the City Maytag Speak Out Kitchen with no sink. That's this room right here. You're like, this is like a break room. Why are we doing a talk show in here, dude? Right? I'm just saying.
You do have that water, what is that, a 3-gallon water
Which one, the tea?
Container?
Yeah, that's for, to boil the water for the tea.
I hadn't seen that
We
before.
have tea drinkers in executive management here. Right? The worker bees, we drink coffee.
Yeah.
So anyway, we haven't graduated to tea yet. But anyway, you can find City Maytag at 911 North Lake Havasu Avenue. Also brought to you by Mohave Mortgage. Love those guys. By Bradley Chevrolet and Bradley Ford. By Just Meats, all the cuts, all the time. Locally owned and operated butcher shop in Lake Havasu City. By Salmon's Air Conditioning. Hangar 24 Craft Brewing, Lake Havasu City, with live music tonight starting at 5 p.m. And, of course, Springburg Wealth Management. Dude, that was
timed that out pretty well, I have to say. Yeah, must be a pro over here. Huh?
Thank you very much. Also, buy local, or it's buy local. And I'm just sad that the second most famous person to be on Speak Out is leaving the building.
Yeah,
what the heck?
Yep, he's heading up to the College of Southern Nevada. They essentially, he and his wife had always talked about, retiring in Nevada once they were, he was done here at Mohave Community College, and it just so happened, it sounds like he was contacted and told about the opening, and it sounded like he was a top contender from the get-go, and so it comes down to it, and does the interview, goes through the whole process, and he gets the job to be president of College of Southern Nevada. He'll be with us through June 30th. The board has named Dr. Tim Culver, who's currently the executive vice president, as the interim president, so he'll take over, and then the board will begin the search. They're going to, in the next board meeting next month, with the board meetings are every third Friday of each month, they're going to talk more about it. So we'll have more on the college newsroom. We'll send out news releases and updates, let everybody know about the process, how that's going and what they determine. But pretty much every board meeting from here on out will have some update about the college president search process. And then if you go to mohave.edu and just scroll to the bottom of the homepage, you'll see the link to the newsroom, and you'll find the updates there if you want to follow that process.
So, myself and Roger Galloway, we're big irony versus coincidence guys, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So the coincidence here is the dropping of community from the name Mohave Community College. Well, when I was growing up, it was Clark County Community College, and now Dr. K is going from here, who is dropping the community, over to, College of Southern Nevada, because that's what they used to be, was Clark County Community College.
Yeah,
in fact, I remember the jingle in my head. Where the future is now was their tagline.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So anyway, it's just strange to see him go there, and then you have Grand Canyon in the wings over here up the street, and the whole coexistence of schools there. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic here.
It's all good for higher education. So it's going to be great for the College of Southern Nevada. It's going to be, we hate to lose Dr. Klippenstein. He's done so much, and his vision, it's such great vision for the college, but that vision will live on, so we'll fulfill that, and we'll get a new president in, and the college will keep moving along, and partnering and with the business and industry and government and education leaders throughout the area, and providing great services for the students at a great cost. And we're adding bachelor's degrees. That's continuing on, and so this is, really, if you're living in this area, you're going to be seeing a lot of great movement in the higher education industry, so to speak, industry.
Right. What do you call it? Right?
Yeah. It's sector. I call it the higher education industry, but sector, you call it that.
She's the business person, so right.
I'm more of the from the marketing side. That's how I look at everything: is the different target audiences and what industries there. Yeah.
Well, with the foundation, I used to be in the foundation. Now, I guess I could be if I just renewed it's $50 a year still for a foundation membership. MCC Foundation.
We're redoing everything now. So
you are?
Yeah, everything's under construction. We're even starting a new alumni program. We're going to start a new donor program.
You can't call it the MCC Foundation anymore.
That's why they called me in. It's not going to be the MCC Foundation. We're going to be
Mohave College.
Yeah, we're going to be Mohave College. Mm-hmm. Everything has to change. Everything's changing.
Mind blown.
And they have a new executive director at the foundation too, Julio Galindo. Yeah. And so they've got.
He says it wrong.
It's Galindo.
Right. Exactly.
And he's over there at the Havasu campus now, helping them get ready for the barbecue. And really everything is moving great. So Dr. Klippenstein really got us on just a great path moving forward, and we're going to continue that path. And the board will move forward with selecting the next college president who will follow that mission and vision, and because the board really helps, that's their key job right there, is selecting a president and then helping, because when you step back from it and you look at the whole structure of what the college is, if you just think of basic civics like the city or the county, the taxpayers are up on the top, the stakeholders, they're the main, and then they elect the board. So we have the board members, and they select the college president, and they help the president, assist the president in creating that vision and keeping the college on pace and within those boundaries that help the community. And that's what it's, even though we're dropping the name community, that is still the focus, is helping the local students in the community and helping the community in general.
So that's the focus of the foundation.
That's what we do at the
foundation
as well. Yeah, we bridge that financial gap for the students and the college, and we help them with student success programs. We help with campaign management for bigger campaigns. Like we're going to start a naming campaign. We can't really talk too much about it, but there's going to be a naming for our new AMTC building.
Naming
rights campaign.
Right.
So that's in the works as well. So that's something else new that's coming that you guys can look forward to hearing about on the next radio.
That's the Advanced Manufacturing
Training Center.
Center.
Yep, and that's going up at the Kingman Airport, and you can follow that online as well at mohave.edu for the updates. And it's really coming together. It's looking really nice.
It's really nice over there. You got to go check it out.
And then the next one we'll have, and that Dr. Klippenstein, and through his guidance, helped shepherd in, is the Transportation Technology Training Center that'll be built in Havasu, and that's still in the works now, but it is the next big project to watch out for, and that's going to be helping with all your recreational vehicle training for. There's really a big demand in the area that we can talk about more later.
For side-by-side.
Side-by-sides, ATVs, boats, trailer, or not trailer, RVs, that sort of thing.
I remember before the recession, we were trying to get something like this off the ground as well. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Were you here then?
Yeah, it's been going on for a little bit, and so they've talked about it, and now it's finally, they've got pen to paper, they've got the plans drawn up. It is in the plan as the next project to come along, and it's going to happen in Havasu.
Well, this one's moving pretty fast.
Yeah.
This Bighorn Blast podcast, and we're going to go to the newscast right after the break. But, you're listening to Speak Out on KNTR Talk 106.75 and 3, the voice of the free, 928-854-5687. If you'd like to participate, we're James Jarman, of course, right?
Yep.
No, we don't need a mechanic for your verbal skills, though. Not at all. He's a good Bill, right?
I need an editor every once in a while.
He's a great Bill. It's Samantha Macintosh. She is the MCC Foundation Communications Coordinator. Do you report right to Dr. Galindo then?
It's not doctor. It's just Julio A. Galindo.
Oh, Julio. Okay.
I report right to him.
You should bring Julio in here.
He wants to. He wanted to be here.
Is he a fan?
I'm pretty much his fill-in, but
I thought that was my only fan. Man.
Yeah, they've got that barbecue going on. So
I
got you. Or else he would have been here. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He'll be here probably here next time.
Yeah. All right. No problem. Back with more in a moment. Stay with us on Speak Out. Enjoy the Clash on the way out. That's one of those 80s things, right?
That's it.
All right. I saw them with The Who, by the way.
Oh, did you?
LA Coliseum, 1984.
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly a farewell tour.
Next up, you'll have to play the Femmes.
Violent Femmes? Wow.
That's going back there.
Yeah, that is going back there. All right. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Yeah, that was the big college thing back then. They were a big band in the college circles back then.
This is huge college radio, right there. That's that genre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. Speak Out brought to you in part by The Chair. Also, samsguns.com, by Solar Power by Esme Electric, Doritos Place, the Lewis Team Remax by the Lake, Looky Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and by, of course, Mohave Community College, soon to be Mohave College.
Starting in August.
During the August show.
And we got the transition is happening now, where we're getting everything swapped out.
See, the future is now.
It is.
Just like Community College, where your future is now. That was their jingle. You hear that, Dr. K? You should resurrect that. All right. That's why I'm not the marketing director.
Do a vintage, vintage month, something like that.
Right. That's why I'm not the marketing director for sure. Hey, bail me out of this. Set up the video, please.
Oh, yeah. The big. So we're recording.
We're going to play on radio.
We're recording right now the Bighorn Blast podcast, and what we also do once a month is the Bighorn Blast newscast, and that is our team compiles everything that the college has been doing, where we put it on social media, we put out news releases. Well, in the newscast, we put it all together, and we play that for our board once a month, so the board can see everything that's happened. And then we put it on the college YouTube channel, and we put it out there on social media, and then it's on. We have partnerships too that the government cable channels, they put them out there in each city. So there's plenty of places to go see it. But here's a look at it. I think this one's about 3-4 minutes.
Perfect. Here we go.
First up, the Bullhead City campus held its annual Bighorn Trek event. Hundreds of students from local schools visited the campus to learn about the academic programs and student success resources at the college. The event included a show and shine car show hosted by the Auto Collision and Auto Service programs. The Fire Science program held a big ceremony for its recent graduates. The ceremony was held at the Mohave Valley Fire Department, where students were congratulated by family, friends, and colleagues. And the non-credit community education program held a graduation ceremony for the inaugural Yoga Instructor course. Students celebrated with family and friends and instructors. Learn more about non-credit classes by heading to mohave.edu, and in the middle of the homepage, click Corporate and Community Education. In Kingman, the Student Activities Council held a week of fun activities. Clubs hosted events including Create Your Own Tumbler, Movie Night, S'mores Night, and more. Club Rush was also a big hit, with student clubs recruiting new members and enjoying great local food trucks. The Student Nurses Association also held a movie and dinner night. They showed Free Guy and ate spaghetti. The student-led Equal Club held a lunch and learn to raise awareness about domestic violence and prevention. The event featured the Bullhead City Police Department, Bullhead City Fire Department, and Victim Services. Food was provided by the Culinary Club. The Equal Club also hosted a free lunch in Kingman for students, employees, and anyone else who wanted or needed it. For information on student clubs near you, just contact the office of your local campus Dean of Student and Community Engagement. Student athletes on the men's and women's soccer teams helped out the community. Some read books at a local elementary as part of Read Across America. Others hit the streets of Fort Mohave for a cleanup mission. With more than 100 service hours completed in Mohave County, these student athletes are proving that champions shine in the classroom, on the field, and in the community. Meanwhile, the Bighorns men's soccer team is also keeping in top shape during the offseason. They hosted a friendly soccer game with a team from the United Kingdom. They played at Firebird Field in Bullhead City, which is, of course, the home field for the Bighorns. The 2025 NJCAA season gets underway this August. Stay up to date with the teams online at athletics.mohave.edu. College and community leaders recently met at each campus. These events happen a couple times each year and are a great way for the college to keep community leaders up to date on what's happening college-wide and gather feedback on local community needs with which the college can help. Topics at recent meetings revolved around business and industry partnerships and college branding. Exciting things are happening at the site of the Advanced Manufacturing Training Center, or AMTC. Construction crews are making great progress with the installation of a 5-ton bridge and welding wall panels. In the HVAC classroom, electrical work is moving forward, and they're also pouring concrete in the mechanical yards. Upstairs, the hallway and manufacturing area are really coming together, showing some impressive updates. And don't forget, for all your newscasts and your Bighorn Blast podcasts, just head online to mohave.edu/newsroom and be sure to check out all the college's social media sites where you can stay up to date on everything as it happens.
Look at that. And you too can get that in your email every month like I do.
There you go. Yeah, I know you wait for it. Don't pretend you don't.
I do. I go and I look at it, and let's see what JJ's doing lately on his field of production and see if his voice changes at all.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that going to come down a little bit? I'm kidding.
Yeah, if you want to see those and you're not on the email list, you can go to mohave.edu, and once you scroll down to the bottom and click more on the news to see the newsroom, you'll get to the newsroom, and then you'll see two big buttons there, one for the newscast and then one for the podcast. So we have playlists over at the college YouTube channel.
So you wanted to talk about the reverse raffle.
Oh, yeah.
They talked
that's
a little bit
one.
about it in the newscast.
Yeah, and that one, the reverse raffle, is hosted by the Bighorns Athletics Booster Club, and so they raise funds for the soccer programs to keep those going. And those soccer programs, boy, I think we talked before. They finished the first inaugural historic season. The men's team was second in the conference, in the Arizona Conference, one of the toughest in the country. And so, and the women's team, they did great, learned a lot, and they got. When you watch them from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, the change was amazing. And the coaches have been out recruiting. They're getting ready for this next season that starts. The season starts August 1st. Keep an eye out there. But in the meantime, we have the reverse raffle going on right now, and that one is $50, and you could win up to $2,500. And if you go to the website athletics.mohave.edu, and then it's just /reverse if you just do that. Or you can just go to mohave.edu, and up in the upper right-hand corner you'll see athletics. Just click that. That'll take you right there, and they're going to have the drawing on April 17th. And so, that is a big deal, too. They're raising funds there to help support the athletic program, the student athletes.
Yeah, I was going to say, Coach Camilo, the good news is you finished second, you qualified for the playoffs. The bad news?
In NJCAA rules don't allow first-year teams in the playoffs. Right. So they technically qualified for the playoffs, but since it was their first year, because of the rules, they couldn't play in the playoffs. So this next year, we're really looking forward to it.
Samantha, do you, bring your microphone up just a tad. Do you watch South Park at all?
I've watched it.
Is that like a shenanigans moment or what?
Yes, it's like the fine print.
Yeah. It's a shenanigans. No. Oh, shenanigans! And everyone riots and goes crazy, right?
Yeah. Even people in the conference thought, oh, okay, yeah, great. Mohave made it, and then somebody, I think, read the fine print and protested, and NJCAA.
We don't want to play them.
I know, right?
Wow. Well, Coach Valencia, you are going to kill it this year. We have good feelings, good vibes.
Oh,
who was first, Yavapai?
No, Arizona Western.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have a great team. They're always a powerhouse.
We did better than Yavapai?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yavapai. Mm-hmm.
That's a good school.
Oh, yeah.
Good soccer school.
And the head coach used to play there before he went to UNLV.
Right.
And he was the captain of the national championship team at Yavapai College when they won the nationals.
Nice. So, all right, so we have about 3 minutes left, and we want to talk about enrolling for summer and fall.
Yeah, enrollment window is open right now, so if you want to get in and get your classes, the summer semester starts June 2nd. That's when the classes start. Fall semester starts, I believe it's August 18th, right around there. Don't hold me to that. It always starts around the mid to end of August. But yeah, get in there now, get your classes, and we always encourage people to register early, because if the classes fill up, you don't want to be out when you need that class, but also if we get a lot of requests for one particular class, they will add more. So get in there now and get registered. All you have to do is go again to mohave.edu, click Apply Now. That'll take you right to the portal where you want to create a student account. Once you have that student account created, then you can fill out the application, and somebody from the college, from the student services team, from the onboarding team, they'll be there to help you out.
The onboarding team.
Yeah. I think we call them now enrollment navigators. So they'll navigate you. They'll be the captain to navigate you through the whole process, including financial aid. Yeah. So, and that's why I always pitch the financial aid too. Make sure you fill out that free application for federal financial aid, because
always
in this area, and the foundation needs that too.
Yeah, you need to fill that out first before you apply for any scholarships with us.
Even if you think you won't get any money.
Yeah,
because that's how they do it. Yeah.
You honestly never know, so it's better to fill it out. Have them tell you,
Enrollment navigator. It sounds like you need a Coast Guard license, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, well, they do help, because it can be intimidating, the process, especially we have so many first-geners, which is first-generation college students. If nobody in your family's gone to college, you would be a first-gener if you're going to college. So there's so many in the area that really it can be intimidating, even just coming in from the outside. Right. If you've gone to college before, if you go into a new one, the processes can seem a little intimidating. So we have people there to help you out, walk you right through it.
If Bruce had kids, he could have named the boy First, right? First Jenner.
That's it.
I'm just saying.
Except this is with a G.
Except now it's Caitlin. So I got bad news for you.
Are we done?
Yeah, well, that's part of it.
Where we're going to cut into Hannity.
I was just researching Charlie Blackmon, because this is his walk-up music, or was his walk-up music. Charles Cobb Blackmon, nicknamed Chuck Nasty, I guess after what's the other Cobb, right?
Oh,
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb is it says a former Major League Baseball outfielder.
Oh.
So he retired. He played his entire 14-year career with the Rockies.
Oh, wow.
That's your team.
Yeah, well, I didn't really follow him, but yeah, I was in Colorado. Yep, when he was there.
Oh, he would murder the Diamondbacks. Just, that was one player you always wanted them to trade for was him.
Yeah.
So, wow, I'm surprised. Charlie Blackmon, we're not going to see him this year in a Colorado uniform because he's retired. Yeah. But we can go out with this music because it's 80s, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, back with more. I'll have a final shot in a moment. You've been listening to the Bighorn Blast podcast on KNTR Talk, or as James likes to say, powered by KNTR Talk.
That's it, yes.
I like that. All right, and nice to meet you, Samantha.
Yes, nice to be here. Thank you for having me.